Hello, welcome to another video. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you all for 150 subscribers. That's crazy. I didn't know so many people liked seeing my art. You guys are actually the best. And yeah, that's wild to me. Anyways, to the video. I've been trying to improve my rendering skills for a hot second here, and I wanted to see how good I've gotten. So I decided to draw something pretty simple. That's why I decided to do just a headshot. I thought that was a good, simple thing that I've done a lot in the past because I've done very similar things before, and I figured it would be a good comparison. I drew a lot of similar drawings to this one, with the Percy Jackson characters and a few of the Keeper of Lost City characters back when I first started my channel. And I really enjoyed drawing those, but looking back, they're not that good. So I figured it was a good one to redraw it and be this is how much I've improved. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of the idea of this. So, yeah, this character is a prototype design for a character that I'm working on. If you remember two of my short / TikToks that I've posted, you've seen AJ. This is his brother Aaron, and it's the prototype of his design, because we're still working out things. I wanted them to look a little bit different, but still consistent, they're still brothers. So AJ is very old. He's got dyed hair and piercings, and I don't want Aaron to look I want him to look unique. I don't know if it makes sense. I want them to have a similar vibe, but different. I don't know if I have explained it very well, but that's kind of the idea. We're, like I said, this is a prototype design. It's the base, so natural hair color, eye color, things like that, build, body type. So that's the first part of the character design. Then you go on and be well, what would they wear? What's their personality? And what would they wear that would fit them? So that's kind of the thing that I'm working on now with this character, but that has nothing to do with this drawing, so we'll save that for later. So that's the next stage of the character design. For now, this is what I've got. Because this isn't a character video, I'm not going to tell you too much about him. We'll save that for a different video. But yeah. I'm thinking I might make his hair darker, more like AJ though. We'll see. We'll look over designs and figure it out later. I wasn't super happy with the hair on this one either. It's weird. So there are a few things that I don't like about this. I kind of want to redo it because the skin started looking super good, and I was yeah, I'm vibing with this is going great, and then it turned out not as good, and I'm really mad. I don't know why, but when I merged all the layers together to condense them on to have more storage, it turned 10 times worse. And I looked through how I combined them, and it didn't look like opacities were changed or anything. It just suddenly looked bad. Maybe it's because I stepped away for a hot second, and then when I came back I was wait, this doesn't look as good now that I'm coming back with fresh eyes. Maybe it was that, but I was pretty sad about it, because the idea was I was putting in more color variation in the skin tone, not just so normally I just add blush, but I was adding a lighter version of the skin tone in certain areas, and trying to add that color variation that you normally see. So the top of your forehead is usually darker, and then just adding that color variation, but it just was not hitting once I put everything together. And then the shadows weren't as deep, and it just wasn't it was not doing it for me once I came back. But I'd combined all the layers already, and I was well, technically I could undo, but I don't even know how I'd improve this, so I didn't. Honestly, I don't think it even occurred to me to undo and just undo combining the layers at the time. I'm an idiot. Okay. It's fine. So yeah, I really like how I composed the hair. I just want to say that. I really like how I composed it. It's pretty good. But the thing with that is now it looks so off. Like when I look at it now that I'm writing the script, there's just something weird about it. Like I feel like the place where the hair is all coming out of is in the wrong spot. And then on top of that, it just like doesn't hit. Like my sketch was beautiful, my line art did not hit, did not do it for me, and I didn't notice until I was already coloring, and you just gotta live with it at a certain point. But honestly, I didn't even notice it until I was literally looking at the picture while I was writing the script, and now it's just like, no, it's okay, those things happen. I really like the spirit of the hair. I was trying something different. I chose a spot and I sketched the hair flowing out from that spot instead of flowing from like a line, like apart, like I normally would. So I thought it would look a little bit different and I liked it, but we need to master the skill. That's what this whole thing is about, you know? I really did like drawing this though. Like the process was enjoyable. I like drawing, but I really like the process of drawing more simple art pieces because it's just so, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just peaceful. That's a good word. It's peaceful. You just kind of draw the lines and it just like calms this little part of my brain that like decides you're never gonna be calm until you draw that perfect line and it looks beautiful and it's just hits. It hits so good. We love it and it's the best, but for some reason it's only when I do super simple stuff, so it's never interesting drawings, and this was one of those. It's like it's never like, oh, like this is so interesting composition. It's always these simple drawings that have like no interesting composition or like just a headshot that like it just is perfect for like the process. But like afterwards I'm like, this is so simple. Like I could have done something so much wilder and like a pose and then like pushed it a little bit, but during the process it just hits. I don't know if that makes any sense. I can be really confusing sometimes, but that's what I'm talking about. And it just quiets the brain that never quiets during anything else, and we love that. I noticed that when I was like coloring that I was using like this solid brush instead of the painty textured brush that I normally use and then erase the outside. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did. Nothing about that. I just thought that was interesting how I did that differently. I almost ran out of storage when I was doing this drawing because I'd recorded so much footage that I was going to make into videos before I abandoned the pieces altogether because I didn't like them. Or maybe I just like chose not to finish them. Honestly, I don't remember. All I know is that I didn't have the full pictures recorded, and so I just kind of deleted all of that to make up more space. Not the actual pictures, I still have those, but I don't have any of the footage anymore. I'll probably just finish them on my own. I don't even remember why I decided to just like not. Maybe it just wasn't, I just wasn't feeling it probably. I think I improved a lot compared to like the other things that I've been doing. The other drawings that I have been drawing, like that I'm comparing these two. Between the two, it's like really good because my anatomy's better, my rendering's better, it's all just better, and we love that for us. But this one's just like still not hitting. The next thing that I kind of want to like work on is different clothing, like textures and like different cloths, because one thing that's been bothering me is it feels like every single like piece of clothing that I draw looks like it has the same texture and weight to it, and I know that like that's not true for a lot of your different clothing pieces. So I want to like figure out how to stylize the texture of like different cloths, but I also want to figure out how like the wrinkles would look on the different ones. Like leather is different from like silk, and silk is different from cotton, you know, all those different things. So I think that's going to be my next research project, I guess you could call it. It's just been bothering me in my art personally, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then like how they fall, so like heavy fabric versus thinner fabric, and maybe even like transparent fabric, and like how to shade it so that it looks textured and all of that stuff. So that's the next thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find some references to see how the cloth behaves, and I think that will make like the art look better and more realistic, and we love that. We love improving always. It's actually one of the mottos for my work, is improving always. I have that memorized. That's about how my job goes. Spring break has been pretty crazy. Work has been wild. It's funny because Saturday was the only slow day for us. Everywhere else, we were like hitting numbers. We were like insanely busy every single lunch rush. And then Saturday hit, we had all these people. We're like, labor's high, start sending people home. It's so slow, which I thought was really crazy. I mean, it's Saturday and spring break and people have been out of school all week. They're like, it's not as special, I want to say. Like, it's the weekend, but like it's been the weekend all week. So I guess that might have something to do with it. Some people have like 2 weeks, so I think we're anticipating it also being busy this week too, but I think it's less people. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's my drawing. I think I improved a lot. I'll see if I can find the picture that I'm like comparing it to it's on my computer, like deep in my files. So we'll see if I can find that. And you guys better have a good day. Because if you don't, I'm going to come for you. And I mean that as a promise, not a threat.